They laughed, giving him a crippled albino dragon. The human mechanic made her fly again. Before we begin, real quick, if this story touches you, please drop a comment. Even just still listening, likes and shares seriously help keep this going while reach is down. All right, let's begin with a dragon and a human who wouldn't quit. They gave her to him as a joke, a broken thing, a wingless runt, an albino wormling with one eye clouded and scales that never hardened. In the great forges of Drakthal, where bonded riders trained with battle-bred dragons, she was a punchline. And he wasn't a warrior, not even a squire. He was the mechanic, Corin Lai, human exiled engineer from Earth's fringe colonies. Too stubborn for the military, too strange for the guilds, he didn't fight. He fixed, and the dragons of Drakthal, they hated him for it. When they dumped the albino at his bay, she trembled. Her name had no weight. Just a tag on a chain, ruin. He knelt, looked her in the one good eye. You're not ruined, he whispered. She hissed weakly. No fire, no fury, just pain, and something else, shame. Overhead, the other riders laughed. She can't fly, can't fight. Maybe he'll turn her into scrap. Corin didn't speak. He went to work. First, he scanned her bones, hollow, brittle, then her wings, underdeveloped, one side fused at the joint. He mapped every fracture, every tendon tear, and every beat of that faint, thready heart. Not to replace her, to understand her. 3 weeks in, she stopped flinching when he approached. 5 weeks, she ate from his hand. At 8 weeks, she lifted her head when he entered. At 12, she nuzzled his chest. He crafted a brace. Not cold iron, but memory-weave alloy, light, flexible, shaped to her spine. He built exofilaments to support her wings, grew muscle through guided heat therapy, fused synthetic nerve lines into her weakest limbs, and every night he told her stories of Earth, of sky, of flying machines that roared louder than dragons. She listened and dreamed. By the 3rd month, the Forge Masters noticed Ruin wasn't crawling anymore. She was walking. By the 4th, she was gliding short cliffs, and then came the trial, the gauntlet of teeth, an ancient rite. One loop through fire pillars, thunder traps, and sky spears. Every bonded dragon must pass it to earn her place. When Corin entered her name, they laughed harder than ever. You'll get her killed. She can't even hover. She's a blemish. Corin just smiled. She's ready. The morning of the trial, the cliffs were lined with every clan. Scaled war beasts with talons like swords, winged titans breathing magma, and among them, Ruin wrapped in silvery brace steel. Wings stretched, eyes clear, not fierce, not angry, focused. They launched from the cliffside one by one. When it was her turn, she ran, wings trembling, legs straining. The wind hit, and for one terrifying second she dropped, gasps. Laughter. Corin clenched his fists, and then she surged. The filaments caught the draft. The brace adapted, and she soared, low, unsteady, but airborne. She reached the first ring of fire, ducked, clipped the edge. Smoke curled around her armor. She flinched. Corin whispered, "Come on, girl." Remember, she banked right, found the thermals, and rose through thunderclouds, around jagged peaks, straight into the teeth of the wind. By the 5th ring, silence fell. Even the other dragons slowed to watch. She finished the course slower than any, but she finished. When she landed, her claws skidded. Her body shook, but she stood tall and proud. No one laughed. Not anymore. A forge mistress approached Corin, eyes hard. "What magic did you use?" He looked at her, calm, steady. Not magic. Then what? He turned to Ruin, who had lowered her head gently to rest on his shoulder, and said, "Someone finally believed she was worth fixing." From that day forward, they flew together. Not as legend, not as royalty, but as proof that even the broken can fly. Tap like if you believe no creature is beyond repair. I comment fly if you're still listening. Share this so someone else sees what belief can build. Follow for more HFY stories where humanity repairs what others throw away and makes it soar.